Shalom, Kohaloyam, Wahawa, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors are going out to the venerable apostles of the Great Millstone, along with the elder bishops who rule and teach Yasharah well. Salutations, peace, and blessings be unto the Bayas Shadawadah, which is the house of David, the elect. I'm Shamar Ahmath, and basically wanted to do a quick video. All right, I was reading a few articles this morning, and was just thinking about, because yesterday I'd watched or listened to a video that the elder Malcolm did, one of the heads of the ranch, the Great Millstone out in Chicago, and he was mentioning, or he made a comment about the amount of money that this government here in Babylon the Great, aka America, is sending to the Ukraine, okay, at the expense, all right, of their own people, all right, especially you Israelites, okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, who are the Lord's chosen people, along with you Israelite foreigners as well, those you mingled among the heathen who may look like the heathen, okay, but your father goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, so you're an Israelite, regardless of what you look like. It's at the expense, first and foremost, of you tribes, okay? But it is impacting Esau as well, the so-called white man, all right? So I started to, looking it up, and wanted to comment on it, and then get a couple articles, Lord willing, off of War News 247.gr, which goes into how Russia, all right, aka Gog and Magog in the scriptures, is destroying and dismantling the Ukraine, okay? And if they wanted to, they could wipe the Ukraine off the face of the earth at any given time. But, the Most High has his own timetable. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, all right, knows how this thing is going to play out. He's going to make it play out the way he wants it to make it play out, because Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, controls the hearts or minds of these kings, okay? And this war, okay, is getting ready to be taken to the next level, okay, as we get further and further into this year 2023, which is the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass, as dubbed through the power spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai by the elder apostle Tahar. So this is one source. All right, this is the Council on Foreign Relations, or CFR.org. How much aid has the U.S. sent Ukraine? Here are 6 charts. So basically, we're not going to read all of this, but we're just going to look at this graphic. All right, just how much aid has the U.S. sent to Ukraine? All right, bilateral aid to Ukraine between January 24, 2022, and that's when Russia, launched their invasion on the Ukraine. All right, it's been a little over a year. It's hard to believe, man. The days are literally being shortened by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that's for the elect's sake, by the way. These days are being shortened up, and we're going to need it. Lord willing, we're a part of that elect number, because if he don't shorten the days, there'd be no flesh saved, man. All right? Because this devil is on a rampage right now. Esau, okay, beginning with the small hatters, which, by the way, the small hatters run the Ukraine. All right, their whole government, okay, is nothing but Nazi small hats, man. Okay, Nazi Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 6ers. That's why America is funneling billions, and not just to the Ukraine. I mean, Amalek has been looting, all right, the Federal Reserve coffers, because they own it, for years and years. I mean, it's in the trillions of dollars that's been sent to the so-called Israeli state. Okay. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, matter of fact, I bring this scripture out a lot. Let's get this before I get into this graphic. Let's get Zechariah 9 and 6. Because these people who are dwelling in the so-called Israeli state right now are not the Lord's people, vocab alone. These are Amalekites, all right, the ones who the earth was given into their hand. The scripture says in Job chapter 9 and verse 24 that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? The wicked is Esau, beginning with the chief tribe of Esau, Edom, Amalek. Okay? With the people you call Jewish. All right? Zechariah chapter 9 verse 6. And it reads, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Right. Ashdod is a coastal city, all right, in the Israeli state. Okay. And that's referring again to men like Lord Rothschild, Lord Rockefeller. Okay. These are bastards. In other words, these are frauds. These aren't the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. These are not the sons of God. These are the sons of Satan, man. All right. So let's go. They're the ones who are running the Ukraine. Okay. Zelensky, he's a small hat. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to my CFR article. Well, let's see. Now I can't. Bear with me. There we go. All right. Let's get back to this. Yeah, once again, all right, the Ukraine is run by nothing but small hats. And the U.S., again, has been sending them money. It didn't just start in 2022, okay? They've been sending money to the Ukraine. All right, they've been doing these dirty business deals with the Ukrainians going back to the Barack Obama's administration, all right? Okay. Again, bilateral aid to Ukraine between January 24, 2022 and January 15, 2023. So these are pretty, current figures. And I'm sure it's much higher than this. This is just what they're putting out, all right, at the CFR, okay? Total, $76.8 billion. That's what's gone to Ukraine. Now, think about how that money could benefit the people over here in Babylon, man. Because the people over here in Babylon, aka America, they're lined up at food pantries right now. You know? They can't afford our rent. They can't afford their mortgages. Okay, they can't find good paying jobs. Meanwhile, here it is, and all this money is being sent to the Ukraine, which the Ukraine is, in no position to take on Gog and Magog. They're not gonna, they're not gonna, they don't have a chance, okay, at stopping, this Russian bear, man. Okay, because pursuant to biblical prophecy, okay, Ezekiel's the 38th chapter, all right, for example, Gog and Magog, all right, Russia is going to, be the ringleader, all right, among the nations that take down Babylon the Great, okay? But you people over here in America are thinking because you're seduced by Amalek's witchcraft, his media, you think they got a chance. Now, we're going to, Lord willing, I don't want to write this out. We're going to get to some articles again off warnews247.gr. I'll show you what's really going down over there, in the Ukraine. Anyway, $76.8 billion. All right, humanitarian aid, $3.9 billion. Financial aid, $26.4 billion. Total military aid, $46.6 billion. Okay? Let's read a little bit of this. All right, America is the hammer of the whole earth, man. For a short time remaining anyways. Okay, now she's going to be cut asunder and broken. Going into Jeremiah, let's see, what is that? Salakia. Hammer. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Right. America is the hammer of the whole earth. Okay. America is the one that goes around, all right, on the back of NATO. Okay. They ride that beast all throughout this earth, destroying shit, man. And America has, military installations and outposts on every continent. I believe it's up over 800 of them. No other nation on earth has 800 military bases throughout the four corners. Okay, so this is, Jeremiah speaking about America, man, the hammer of the whole earth, sending all this money, to the Ukraine. Okay, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right, how could this happen? Because, once upon a time, America was like the big bad wolf, man, king of the hill. But she's going to become a desolation among the nations. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. All right? And her own allies are going to turn, man. Her own allies are going to turn against her. Let's go back. All right, it says much of the aid has gone toward providing weapon systems, training, and intelligence that Ukrainian commanders need to defend against Russia, which has one of the world's most powerful militaries. Well, they're right about that. Russia does. China has a very powerful military. Iran has an extremely powerful military. Okay? Despite, again, what the media tells you about the so-called Iranians, which that land is, was home to the Persians in the ancient world. All right? Persia's going to come with Russia. All right? Iran is linked with Russia, okay, through the BRICS alliance. Look that up, BRICS. All right, it says many Western analysts say the military aid provided by the United States and other allies has played a pivotal role in Ukraine's defense and counteroffensive against Russia. U.S. and allied leaders consider Russia's invasion a brutal and illegal war of aggression on NATO's frontier that, if successful, would subjugate millions of Ukrainians, encourage Russian President Vladimir Putin's revanchist aims, and invite similar aggression from other rival powers, especially China. Well, yeah, again, Russia, China, Iran, okay, they're going to be the big players coming against America, all right? I keep being repetitive, okay, but Germany's going to come against America at some point, okay? Yeah, lest you forget that Nord Stream 2 pipeline incident, okay, that America was behind, all right? Russia was going to feed gas to Germany, but, Babylon the Great had other plans, okay, which, again, that was them Amalekites behind that, okay, because Amalek controls your government, man. All your politicians, all they are puppets, okay, for the elites, man, okay? They do what they're told, all right? So this is an unrighteous decree, man, that the government is sending all this aid at the expense of their own people. These are unrighteous decrees, man. And let's get that pulled up. Oh, I can read that too. I can get that in Sirach or Ecclesiastes 10. And I was thinking of Isaiah, but I had Sirach pulled up too. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Right. Woe unto them, for example, all right, that think it's better to send all this aid overseas, all right, for the purpose of killing and destroying, all right, rather than helping your own people, man. This is an unrighteous ruler, okay, Esau. He's an unrighteous judge. He's an unrighteous ruler, okay. He's the wicked, man. When the wicked are in authority, what? The people mourn. And the people over in America, yeah, they're mourning, man. Let's see. When the wicked, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Who are the righteous? The Israelites. All right, and when the kingdom of heaven is established, all right, and it's set up, okay, and Malak Dawadah, King David's on his throne, the 144,000 are ruling up under Yahushua, who is the King of kings and Lord of lords. The earth will rejoice, man. Okay, because the righteous will be in authority. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Are not the people mourning over here in Babylon? Are not they languishing? I mean, things are not looking so good for this economy. The retail apocalypse continues. Okay, more jobs are being lost by the tens of thousands a month. Okay, going into there being no work for Egypt, Isaiah the 19th chapter, for example. You know, so the people over here are mourning, and that mourning is only going to get worse, man. That groaning, that mourning is only going to get worse. Let's go back to Isaiah 10 and 1. Again, it reads, Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right, verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Right, and that's all Esau has done over here in America for the last 500 years. Okay, take away the right from the poor. Okay, who are the poor? The Israelites. Okay, so woe's coming on Esau, which woe always, we always bring this out, goes into destruction, man, calamity, misery. Okay, now let's get it in Sirach chapter 10, and this is why he's going down, man. This is why his kingdom is falling fast, man. Babylon is falling fast. Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Going to be translated from Esau, all right, to Jacob. All right, Esau is the end of the world. Okay, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, the end of this age, okay, the end of this rulership is Esau. Okay, the beginning of the world that follows, all right, is Jacob. Okay, beginning with, again, once again, starting with the elect men. All right. See if there's anything else to get out of here. You pretty much get the point, though. Let's see. All right, where was it? Okay, here we go. All right, still, Ukraine has requested certain advanced equipment, such as fighter aircraft, that the United States and other donor governments have been unwilling to provide, worried that doing so could escalate the war. NATO allies are particularly wary of being pulled directly into the hostilities, which would dramatically raise the risk of a nuclear war. Right, and two such NATO allies, all right, that's being spoken about here are France and Germany. Okay, France and Germany got problems with America, man. You know, France and Germany got problems with America going back to DJ Trump's administration. Okay, and all those sanctions that he imposed on those two countries. Okay, and again, that's something major is going to happen. They're going to figure this out, you know, and figure out that America is the root cause of all their problems. Okay, and again, you know, at that point, all the nations of the earth will point their missiles and launch them, man, and fire them. Okay. And this is, you know, again, the least of the flock, man, is drawing all these nations into this. They're going to draw all these nations into this war. That's how the Lord set it up. Okay. Let's get that. I had it pulled up. Well, no big deal. Let's see. Jeremiah. Let's see. I guess 49 is the one I want. Bear with me. All right, this is the book of well, I'm having a time here. Let's see. Least of the flock. All right, Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shah that he hath taken against Edom. All right, this is his counsel, man. This is his decree. This is his purpose, all right? And his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Right, the least of the flock, these Amalekites, the so-called Israeli state, they're the ones behind the scenes manipulating all these things. All right? They're the ones behind these unrighteous decrees. Okay? And these unrighteous dealings and all these injuries. Okay? So they're drawing these nations into war, man. China's in the news. North Korea's in the news. All right? All preparing war, man. Iran. Okay? It says, however, as the fighting has progressed, they have steadily shed their reluctance to give Ukraine more sophisticated assets, such as battle tanks. Yeah, but that's going to change, okay? Because pursuant to biblical prophecy, you know, once again, the 10 horns, what are they going to do? They're going to eat her flesh, talking about America, eat her flesh, destroy her economically, and burn her with fire, with those nukes, man, with the ICBMs. So their sentiments are getting ready to change, man, and it's all according to Bible prophecy. We have a more sure word of prophecy. These things are going to go down, man, okay? Now, I mentioned, let's get out of here. I mentioned warnews247.gr. And this is an excellent site. I've mentioned it before several times. Okay. This is an excellent site. It's unbiased reporting about what's really happening with this war. Okay. Now, this is from, let's see, let me check something. Yeah, this is from yesterday, okay? So this was posted yesterday, March 6th, 2023. Massacre in Bakhmut. The Russians set up a no-escape zone. Wherever the Ukrainians flee, over 500 dead Ukrainian convoys are bombed, okay? This was put up on the 4th of March, 2023. Okay, this is a quote from Wagner. They fought bravely and died. Take their coffins. 30,000 Ukrainian casualties at Bakhmut. 2,000 soldiers escaped. Now, let's go into this. Damn advertisements. All right. Apparently there's a video. Let's see if it'll play it. Sometimes these websites are real janky. It should be noted that the German journalists who went to report were stunned by the magnitude of the losses of the Ukrainian army in the meat machine of Bakhmut. All right. Again, you know, Russia is unloading on them, man. Okay. Now, are the Russians sustaining casualties? Absolutely. Are they taking losses? Absolutely. But for the most part, you know, the Ukrainians are getting their asses handed to them. And these are the soldiers, these Russians, all right, who are coming over here to Babylon for a spoil. Okay? Right along with Moab, so-called China. Oh, there's several videos. Let's see.
Отправляем еще одну партию бойцов ВСУ к себе домой. Они сражались храбро и погибли. Поэтому очередная машина увозит их на родину.
Hey, a lot of deaths coming to this earth, man. You know, yeah, we in the midst of the Feast of the Unleavened Bread. You know, judgments are going out. Mass judgments are going out. Death's coming. You know, here these Russians, you know, sending these dead so-called Ukrainians, you know, back home. You know, you people over in America aren't used to seeing shit like this. These images, y'all are far removed from it. But guess what? These images and this is going to be your reality in the very near future. It's going to be a war zone over here in America. Okay? And not only are you going to have, you're going to have you know, UN troops over here. Okay? But you're going to have these militias roaming around. You know, who do you think they're going to be looking for? You Israelites, man. Because they're gonna look at you, all right, as the problem. Okay, this devil's getting ready to show his horns. So war's coming, man. War's coming, and the scriptures talks about the slain of the Lord being many on that day. Let's get that. Isaiah 66. Yeah, the slain of the Lord is going to be many. I mean, scriptures that we all know. Milk scriptures, but hey, you know, we're going to bring them out through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shai. It's all about edifying, man. All right. Isaiah 66 and verse 16, get right to the point. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be many. So yeah, man, when the Lord comes back, right during the midst of this third woe is coming quickly, it's going to be a lot of dead bodies laying around, man. Like dung upon the earth. Ain't gonna be no burial, ain't gonna be no funeral services neither. hey, you know, hell's coming to this place, man. Hell, a condition that plays out on earth. Okay, because there is no such thing as an underground hell with, you know, devils with pitchforks running around. No, that's been a hot topic lately among Israel. All right, let's go back. All right. There we go. All right. I'll see what other video we can get. Yeah, we just saw Russian troops putting dead Ukrainians in you know, armored personnel carriers. They don't show you. See, they don't go into this on the nightly news here in America, okay? Because they want you to buy into a certain narrative, okay? Like that the Ukraine is fighting valiantly and then they have a chance, so billions more dollars in aid should go to them, you know? All right, here we go. All right, German journalists interviewed one of the Ukrainian nationalists in which he told the secret about the heavy losses of the AFU. All right. Unfortunately, a lot of deaths, and unfortunately, there are many of our soldiers here from our military union. A lot of death, man. Death. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, and Yahweh Shai said one of the things that would be going on as we closed out and got to the end of this age would be what? We'd be hearing about war and rumors of wars. Okay, pursuant to Matthew's 24th chapter and the 6th verse. The Lord himself said he's a man of war. It says in Exodus 15 and verse 3, it says the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord is his name. All right, and his right hand, his second in command, is coming back to do what? To judge and make war, to kill and make war. That's what he's coming back to do. All right? Matter of fact, let's get it for edification. He do a judge and make war. Well, Revelation 19. Let's just do it the easy way. All right, Revelation chapter 19. I'm going to get right to the point. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, all right, a chariot, okay, what you people call UAP, all right, what you sheeple called UFOs or UAP, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Those are some of his titles. All right, and in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. So he's coming back righteously to kill and make war. Okay, that's what he's coming back to do. But yeah, man, the Ukrainians, the small hats, they're fleecing you Americans. They're robbing you blind. And you idiots, you sheeple aren't doing nothing about it. All right. But that sedition spirit's gonna spring up soon. All right. Soon especially these patriots out here are gonna get pissed. All right, and realize that they've lost their birthright. Okay? What does the word fleece mean? All right? As a verb, it means to obtain a great deal of money from someone, typically by overcharging or swindling them, right? Small hats are swindling you Babylonians, man. They cheating you. They defrauding you. They're taking advantage of you. They're victimizing you. They're bamboozling you. They're putting one over on you. They're taking you for a ride. Y'all are being fleeced, man. All right, and that fleecing is going to continue. All right, hey, that's it. You know, Lord willing, you was edified. I don't want to write desire. Hey, repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Shalom.